Insurance Studios in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here are your award-winning hosts, Ben Jammin and Carrie Noni Juice.
Jammers out there, what is poppin'? Happy Monday. I hope you guys had a really great weekend. And now you guys are tapped into Jammin' with Juice. I am your girl, Noni Juice, always keeping it juicy, or juicy, as I usually would say. And of course, I got my boy Ben Jammin' with me.
It's amazing.
That was trash. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Ding. And we are live from the American Family Insurance Studios at the Avenue. What's up, y'all? What is up? What is up? What is up? Okay, it's been a crazy weekend, a very long, jam-packed weekend. What did y'all do, to be honest? 833-212-1017. Let us know in the talk and text line or the YouTube chat. We want to hear from you to know how your weekend was. What was juicy about it? I definitely had a very, 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 very juicy weekend. I'm still on a high from being in New York, okay, in NYC.
On the East Coast?
Doing what I do, yes, on the East Coast. It was very demure. It was very mindful. It was very cutesy. And I had such a good time. And it was the perfect amount of time, Benjamin. Because sometimes you can go on a trip and be like, dang, it feels like I should have stayed longer, or it feels like, dang, this was a little bit too long. I should have stayed shorter. But just being there Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday was really awesome, really dope. If you guys tapped into the show on Friday, so to that Friday, I let you guys know that I was headed to New York for the Black Girls in Media Conference, where a bunch of like-minded individuals like myself who are in media, whether that be content creation, whether that be PR, whether that be copywriting, whether that be in front of the camera as talent, behind the camera as a producer, all of the things, Black women, of course. We all came together for the Black Girls in Media Conference, where there are different panel discussions on how to elevate, how to be the media girly that you want to truly be. So it was a wide range of girls who were there, from people who were in college, or girls who were in college who were trying to get into the media field, to women who were in different careers and wanted to get into, break into the industry of media, or girls like myself who are in media and just want to know how they can level up. It was a whole lot of women there, and everybody was so good looking, so cute. Like, shout out to my outfit, okay? I have not yet posted any of my Black Girls in Media content, but let me tell you, when I do, it's going to break the internet. It is going to break the internet. So make sure you guys are tapped into my Instagram at Carrie Noni _ because y'all need to see what I was wearing. Shout out to my girl Alyssa with the Matte Black Shop, who customized my piece for me, my 2-piece denim fit. Oh, it was a vibe. It was a vibe.
You should send the picture into Zech and have it posted on our YouTube.
I mean, I should, or I could have him go to my Instagram. One of the two, but
have him do both.
Potentially. But it was a really good time, and I was inspired going there, seeing all the girls. I met Nyla Simone, who is a contributor on The Breakfast Club on Fridays with her Pass the Aux segment. I met my girl Dante, who is another media girl I follow on Instagram. Just a lot of girls that I follow on Instagram I got to actually meet up with and talk to, who are doing the things in different larger national markets like New York, LA, Atlanta, all of that good stuff. It was just so much fun. And the environment of it was just something that I had been missing, being able to be around people who just being in the right environment, man. And we were all just trying to be very supportive of each other. It was just like, you would go up to a girl, be like, hey, what do you do? Like, how can we connect? How can we collaborate? How can we, stay connected after this event happens? Like, it just warmed my heart to be around so many dope, beautiful Black women in the media space. And like I said on Friday, I be feeling like it's kind of missing here in the city. But to be very honest with you, coming from that event, it kind of made me feel like I need to be the change that I want to see. And it made me want to cultivate the community here, because it might be other girls out there like me or girls that I met at the event who aren't necessarily in media, but they have an interest in it and they just haven't spoken about it yet, and they need some guidance, or they want to find other girls. Like, I know there are other girls out there who, like me, who are trying to find that community and that group. So it definitely inspired me to potentially do something about it, like in the future, maybe have my own little meetups or something with the girls here who are interested or who are in it and might be going through the same thing, or just might need a little bit of help or that push to, move forward. But it was fun.
What's the biggest thing you learned? Your biggest takeaway?
My biggest takeaway, to be honest with you, when it came to the panels, I knew a lot of that stuff already. I always find myself going to these events and I be looking for the person who's speaking on the panel to tell me something that I don't know, but I low-key know it already, as far as like putting yourself out there, being consistent, not caring about what other people think, having the confidence, like all of that. Like, I know all of that already. So really the biggest thing that I learned was when you look good, you feel good. And when you feel good, they play good. And when they play good, they pay you good. That is something that Deion Sanders always says, because when I tell you my outfit literally attracted people to me to the point where I got so many new followers on Instagram just because people thought I looked dope. They said, you look so freaking dope. Your outfit is too freaking cute. Who are you? What do you do? So I can be real lax sometimes and not really put myself out there when it comes to like putting that ish on, if you know what I'm saying. But now I see the benefit of actually putting that ish on, because it attracts people to you in a way that was just kind of crazy to see, in a sense. Like, it's almost like when you look good, people automatically are like, dang, who is that? What does she do? Well, I want to get to know da. And so it was just weird because, I just be myself sometimes, but I understand why people be looking good all the time, because it definitely just attracts people to you.
Right. You don't want to miss out on an opportunity.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times when you're dressed for success comes to you.
No, 100%. So that was pretty much my weekend. I mean, I could go in about the airport, because airports really make me very upset. And I want to say a whole nother word that I can't say on these airwaves. But when was the last time you went on a flight, Ben? I don't know what that means, but I'm assuming that you're trying to say that you hate airports as much as I hate airports, because I just don't like them. I think it takes a long time. I think the process is redundant. I think all of that ain't necessary. And
Who'd you fly with?
I was with Delta. And it wasn't necessarily Delta that I had. It wasn't the flight that I had the issue with. It was the airport that I had the issue with.
Where'd you go fly out of? Chicago?
Milwaukee.
Okay, never mind.
I just flew out of Milwaukee. I guess what I'm saying is the time that it takes to just get there and then get to your, what do you call it? Where you gonna board the plane at? Mm-hmm. I forgot what the area is called. But to get to that part, it's
boarding area.
Yeah, it's so much that goes on in between that, and I just feel like I'm like so frantic, and I don't know what I'm doing. Take your shoes off. Take this out. Take that out. What are you doing? Come over here. Put your hands up. It's like, oh my God, this is too freaking much for me. Like, why can't we go through a better process? Like, there has to be some type of way that it's a better process. So when we first got to the airport in Milwaukee to go to New York, the line wasn't that long. Milwaukee airports aren't that bad. But all of a sudden, they had just stopped everybody, and the line kept getting longer. And they made us walk in pairs so we could walk past like a bomb-sniffing dog.
What?
And I'm not going to lie to you, having that bomb-sniffing dog afterwards, like leading up to it, it took a long time. But afterwards, it was very quick, because apparently after that, when we were going through like the metal detectors and stuff, we didn't have to take off our shoes. We didn't have to like take out our laptops. We didn't have to do any of that good stuff because they were like, yeah, no, if you went through the dogs sniffed for all that stuff, so you're all good. Right. And I'm like, well, why can't that just be the process just in general? Why can't everybody just go past this freaking dog so that way the process is just more smooth and just practical? Like, I don't understand why it just can't be easier. We're in 2024.
I mean, it's 2024. People still trying to bring bombs into the airport.
But I'm saying there has to be a quicker and easier process because coming from New York...
you just want them to let you in?
No, what I'm saying is I'm sure they can have a faster way. I'm sure they can figure out a faster way to get us to where we have to go. Because when I showed up in New York to come back to Milwaukee, that line was crazy to the point where I signed up for Clear. I did. I signed up for Clear, and Clear is a whole other process that we could talk about another day. It wasn't fast. Clear got to be a long line. And everybody in the line was like, this is ridiculous. But you sign up for Clear, you get a free trial, so I'm probably going to cancel it. That's what they kept saying was, you sign up now, just cancel it, just try it out, whatever. But they take like a scan of your eyes. They take a scan of your fingerprints.
You didn't mind that?
I mean, I did in a way, but I was rushing. I was rushing, Ben.
For convenience.
It was for convenience.
People give their freedoms up for convenience.
I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't about to miss my flight. So yes, you can take the picture of my eyes. Yes, you can take the picture. You can take the scan of my fingertips.
They got you out here like 007.
Man, when I tell you, and then they only had 2 lines open, and I'm like, that's why everything is going fast. Slow. Why y'all got 10 lanes and only 2 lines open for a Clear line, and then they had like the regular line, and it just was bagging up everything. And I feel as though in 2024 there should have been an easier process for us to go through. That's all I'm saying.
Everybody wants it quick, fast, and easy.
Yes.
But, people right now are trying to figure out a way to get to the moon. All right, quicker, faster, and easier. And in doing so, get stuck up there. All right, so do you want to get stuck?
I don't know what you're talking about, but I guess what I'm saying is I would like for a quicker process. That's why I said, when's the last time you've been to the airport? Because you probably ain't feeling me right now.
Hey, it's been a minute since I've been to the airport.
Exactly. You ain't feeling me how I'm feeling, man. It's annoying. It is the most annoying thing in the world. All right. But other than that, my weekend was great. But you also had a great weekend too, Benjamin, didn't you?
It was good. I can't complain. Saw Missy Elliott. She's a magician. It was a good weekend. I can't complain.
That's all you got to say about your weekend is that you saw Missy Elliott and it was good?
It was juicy.
That's it?
Yeah.
It was just juicy. What was juicy about it, Ben?
Here we go. What was juicy about my weekend, Juice, was the fact that I personally didn't realize how great Missy Elliott was on stage. Okay, I kind of underestimated what I was going to see. I'm not going to lie to you at all. The tour was called Out of the World Tour. Me and my girl went, and
the last stop too, wasn't it?
It was the very last stop, and I want to say it was sold out. But ultimately, it was an immaculate showcase of being a great performer. Nowadays when we see rappers and we see singers go and do their thing, we don't get anything like what I saw this past weekend. I mean, ultimately, to see Missy Elliott, do the I Can't Stand the Rain. She had that garbage bag on, the I Can't Stand the Rain.
Iconic, classic.
Very iconic. She goes to perform doing that record, and she actually had the suit on. So having the suit on, out of nowhere, she turned her garbage bag suit into like a 30-foot cape.
Wow.
Yeah, that was like crazy to me. It definitely was like, wow, she's one of the best performers I've ever seen in my life.
Did she look different now that she's a lot smaller?
She does.
Like, does it still give Missy, bro?
It's interesting, man. I'm glad to be able to have all the years that I've had in my lifetime to see these kind of transitions with artists and people and watch them grow over time, right? Like Ruben Studdard, he's skinny now. Missy Elliott, obviously she's skinny now, but seeing her up there performing, it was interesting because, like you said, she's not Big Missy anymore. Just like Little Missy. Yeah. So I kind of felt like that garbage bag was a little saggy on it. All right, I felt like it was a little saggy.
It wasn't inflated enough.
Yeah, it wasn't inflated enough. It's like how Chuck E. Cheese used to be the fat rat.
They gave him the Ozempic.
Yeah, gave him those Ozempic. We got Ozempic Chuck E. Cheese out here.
He don't hit the same either.
Yeah, so I mean, hey, it is what it is. I know she had her medical conditions going on.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that she still be able to still here with us. But honestly, as a performer, she did not miss a beat. I felt like she was definitely a magician up there. Missy Elliott would have on some gold. It was like some gold glimmery stuff that she had going on, but also her choreographer team had the same stuff on. So a lot of times when she's dancing and things like that, you just get lost in the sauce. I'm not gonna lie, you're gonna get lost in her performance. And as you're getting lost in her performance, she'd already moved around. She'd have moved up. She'd got on another platform. So as soon as like she's doing one of her what's the one? I Don't Need a 1 Minute Man. That record, she was doing that record, and next thing I know, I'm like, damn, where did Missy go? Boom! She's at the top of the ceiling, like. You know, so it was just.
You're right, though, man. We don't have performers like that anymore, at all. Like, I think these are the last of them. Like, people who we know from the 90s and early 2000s, that's it. We got Beyonce, we got Usher, and we got everybody else who's older. I think Victoria Monet she's trying to do her thing.
She's coming up.
And Tiana Taylor, she's really good too. But other than that, I don't know what we're gonna do. Now I do gotta ask you about Busta. Okay. Like, which Busta rhymes did you get? Did you get?
I got full on Busta. Okay, I got full on Busta. Busta
was he cussing y'all out?
MC, and he actually did cuss us out, and I appreciated it. All right, I appreciated it. Okay, he cussed us out, but it wasn't in a matter of like, oh, you guys ain't standing up, because the whole stadium was rocking for this man. Whole entire time we did not sit down. We continue to rock on with Busta Rhymes. He truly taught me that night what it meant to truly be a God MC, because shout out to him and his man, I believe his name is like Flip or something like that. Just being able to connect with the crowd, oh my God, it's interesting. You know, I didn't even know his man's Flip's story, but the man had just had like a heart failure the year prior to.
Right.
He had just beat cancer 2 years prior to that. So for the fact that he's still able to go around with Busta Rhymes, be Busta Rhymes' hype man, and I'm pretty certain he's more than a Busta Rhymes hype man. That is his best friend. I'm certain he is. It was just beautiful to see. And how Busta Rhymes went ahead and held everything down, just standing up for hip hop. It was crazy. One thing that I do want to critique, and it was really a critique towards hip-hop, not Busta Rhymes. Bust, you're a legacy act, go ahead and do your thing. But I personally see what L.A. Reid was meaning when he talked about hip-hop needing less words so the music could resonate better. Because as Busta Rhymes literally doing, you know, all his flip mode, what you saying, yo, it's just like, it doesn't sound too pleasing to the audience out there when you're rapping so fast, because you don't give the audience the time enough to stand up and actually, you know your rhymes. You know, so although this record's been out for almost 30 years now, whole crowd is and it's like, you know, we want to flow with them, but we can't because his rhymes is too fast.
I think we just need to let them perform, and we just take it, enjoy it, just listen, especially when they go, like, even with Twista. I feel like with a Twista concert, you can't be trying to rap what Twista got going on.
Right. Oh, shout out to Not Really a City Girl, Spliff Star. That's the man's name.
Okay.
God bless you, City Girl. Not really a city girl, but it was very interesting, and I appreciated that moment. I will say that the tour or concert was so hyped that my anxiety went all the way up.
In a good way?
A bad way, because I damn near felt like I was gonna have a heart attack.
Oh, wow!
I felt the bass just hitting my heart. Do you know how that feels in a concert?
You must have been close.
Dog, I'm just like, this is too much for me.
Yeah.
Okay, it's too much for me, but you know, it's my girl's birthday, so I'm trying to stay strong, baby. Stay strong. Stay strong. Oh my God, in my mind, I'm going through torment. Okay, I'm not certain if I'm going to die at this Missy Elliott concert.
No.
Okay, my heart is about to bust.
All right, so if finna bust like Busta, okay, but
that's all I'm saying.
That's good to know. I wonder how older people or like people with health conditions did at the show.
They definitely needed to have one of those disclaimers that tell you, looking at all these lights, you may have a seizure.
Right.
Okay. Because if you was on there on any kind of like drugs, God bless you. Because the trip that you went through, oh my God, I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine, because I just had a few shots. Actually, I gotta give a shout out real quick to Steve-O. I gotta give a shout out to Steve-O.
Okay.
Actually, I met up with Steve-O this past Friday, and he ended up giving me a bottle of Ricardo Amor. All right?
I never heard of that one.
Yeah, it's his own personal bottle made after his mother, his late great mother who passed away.
Mm-hmm.
that bottle of tequila was really great. Really great. And I understand it because it's from Milwaukee. I've had many bottles of tequila. I usually sip on my Don
Was
Julio.
it white?
Oh, yeah. It was
Okay.
the Blanco. It was really good, though. Very smooth. Whether it was hot or chilled. So...
Well, period.
Yeah, but it
I'm
was a
glad
great
you
time.
had a great weekend. Shout out to us having a great weekend. We hope you guys had a great weekend too, though. What's up?
And I said, I saw Blink twice. The new movie.
Oh, yes.
Oh, my God.
I got to see that.
Yeah, you need to see it. I think every person needs to go see this. It gives a little insight into what goes on in these celebrity private islands, and that's all I'm going to say. I know I usually spill the beans.
You do. I told him earlier, listen, you need to chill, okay?
It gives you Get Out vibes, though. It really does.
I love it. I'm going to have to go check it out, too.
Might be some Jeffrey Epstein in there.
I was just going to say that. But,
Hey.
you know, they have to go see it for themselves. But you guys already know it's Monday, so that means we got to get into something juicy, breaking down a few of the headlines that happened over the weekend. We got to talk about the heat advisory, all right? We got to talk about the 2 astronauts that stuck in space, because what is happening up there in space, I don't even understand it. And lastly, I don't know, are black men constantly ridiculing Miss Harris and not doing the same for Mr. Trump? We have to talk about it on the other side. It's going to be something juicy, y'all. Keep it locked here. It's Jammin' with Juice.
Don't touch that dial. You are jamming with Juice on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Like and subscribe to our 1017 The Truth YouTube channel. Thank you, Truth Nation. Your willingness to share your stories with our community has helped make the Tory Lowe Show a 2-time first-place Wisconsin Broadcasters Association Award winner.
Hey, I'm tapping in from the Milwaukee County Jail. Yeah, man, they treating us real bad up in here, man. I mean, they had us sleeping in feces and urine. They took the batteries from us, told us there wasn't no batteries in stock. I ain't never heard that in my life.
We do this all for you, Milwaukee. We are the award-winning 1017 The Truth, Milwaukee Black Talk.
It's one call, that's all, with Gruber Law Offices. If you or a loved one is ever injured in an accident, do not hesitate to make one call, that's all, because Gruber will take care of everything for you. I'm telling y'all this right now. It's not just a slogan. It's not just a name out there. It is actually about the proven results that they have. So do not be concerned about reckless driving. Do not be concerned about the fact that insurance companies try to dupe people. Understand the fact that you have Gruber Law Offices if anybody ever tries to do you wrong. So again, make one call, that's all, to Gruber Law Offices, and they will truly take care of you. And what I love about them, there's no fee. There's no cost for consultation, no cost to call, and you never pay a fee until they win your case. I'm telling y'all this right now. I worked with Gruber Law Offices, and I did not regret it. I told my friend to do the exact same, and they also are working hard on their case. So call Gruber today at 414-276-6666, 414-276-6666, or visit them at gruber-law.com. It's one call, that's all, with Gruber Law Offices.
This is Community Heartbeat, presented by Outreach Community Health Centers on 1017 The Truth.
So we do have a drug take-back box at Outreach Community Health Centers. So if people have medications at their home that they want to get rid of, they could bring it to our pharmacy and we'll dispose of it for them. Anything that's not being used, anything that's kind of out of date, even antibiotics, any other medications, definitely it's better to safely dispose of it, and definitely don't flush it down the toilet, because that puts it back into our drinking water supply. So
why is that a bad thing, Annie? Why do we not want to flush our medication?
Yeah, so it contaminates our drinking water. It contaminates our waterways. So our rivers and lakes don't benefit from all of those medications entering into the water supply. And we don't also enter. We have great drinking water in the city of Milwaukee, but they can only filter out so many of the pharmaceuticals. So as much as we can to reduce the pharmaceutical supply in our drinking water, we'll all be better off.
Get your tickets now to the Milwaukee Gala that helps empower communities and change lives. Join us at the new rooftop ballroom of the Baird Center for Greater Milwaukee Urban League's Black and White Ball, celebrating legacy and impact. It's all happening on Saturday, November 2nd, with entertainment by Shantae Moore. This event will sell out. Get your ticket and sponsorship information now at tmul.org and click on the Black and White Ball link. That is tmul.org.
More of Jammin' with Juice is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Like and subscribe to 1017 The Truth on YouTube so you don't miss a drop of juice on Jammin' with Juice. This is Jammin' with Juice on 1017 The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Shout out to the Juicy Jammers riding the wave.
What's up, Troop Nation? It's your girl, Noni Juice, and I am here to tell y'all about my friends at Steinhafels. Now, y'all know I just came from my trip, but one thing that I was looking forward to coming back to here in Milwaukee was my bed. Okay, I wanted my bed. And I want y'all to know that your best night's sleep, it starts on a new Tempur-Pedic from Steinhafels. Tempur-Pedics are designed to make aches and pains a thing of the past by relieving pressure points and supporting the body as no other mattress can. Right now, you can save up to $700 on Tempur-Pedic adjustable base sets. Tempur-Pedic Queen Hybrid mattresses, they start at only $48 per month when you use Steinhafels 60-month financing. Sleep better tonight on a new Tempur-Pedic. Shop in-store or online at steinhafels.com. And today, right now, it's Monday, y'all. It is something juicy. So we're going to break down some of the hottest headlines that happened over the weekend. And first up, we got to talk about this heat advisory. Okay.
It's hot.
It is extremely hot. I don't know if y'all been outside the last 2 days since yesterday or today, and tomorrow is going to be even hotter. But there has been a heat advisory that has been issued for Fond du Lac, Washington, Waukesha, Milwaukee, Racine, shout out Racine, and Kenosha's counties from 1 to 8 p.m. for heat index values over 100. All right. I don't like that because high temperatures are Monday and Tuesday, and they're expected to be so hot and potentially the hottest of the year, around 93 today and 94 on Tuesday. And then it's going to drop to the 80s. Now, even though that the temps that we're going to see today and tomorrow are similar to heat earlier in the summer, the dew points will be some of the highest that we have ever seen this year. So much so that there are a few Milwaukee schools that are going to be closed today and tomorrow because of the hot and humid temperatures here in Wisconsin. I don't know, y'all. My thing is, it is extremely hot, right? And I hate that it is so hot. But maybe somebody can let me know what's going on with these schools. But why do schools not have central air?
Where's the money going?
Why do these schools? Because I feel like this is an issue that Milwaukee has seen for every single time we get a really hot week or something like that, where the kids cannot go to school, especially like the NPS schools, because they don't have working air conditioners or because it's going to be so hot in there.
Where's the money going?
I just need to know, why do these kids have to be out of school because of the lack of the resource to have central air?
Where's the money going?
Now, y'all might even say, listen, well, is it because they got to wait on a bus stop and it's so hot outside? Is that what it is? Because I know when it be snow days, people be talking about, oh, the kids can't get to school because the buses can't run and it's dangerous to be in the snow and all this other stuff. But when it comes to the heat index and schools are being closed, is it just because the schools are hot? And if that is the case, that is so disappointing for these children who have to miss out on a few days of school, just started more than likely, just because the school is not prepped and prepared for them to be successful every single day. That is ridiculous to me, that these kids cannot have central air in their schools. That's just one issue. It's a lot of issues going on with schools right now, especially in Milwaukee. But for them to not have to go to school, not be able to go to school because it's hot, now they got to go be at a hot house. Because a lot of these kids, they only get their food at school. So they're not eating at the house, and they might not have air at their house. So now they're just going to be hot at home. It just makes no sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense at all, Juice. And like we said, man, we got to really figure out where the money's being allocated. We found out, well, I guess people voted for, Governor Tony Evers to be able to do what he wants to do with any kind of monies that, he has in his possession. That are state funds. But hey, we'll see what actually happens. Hopefully, these kids eventually do get some AC inside of those schools. Maybe we could think of a better opportunity for them so they don't miss out on their education when it is a heat advisory going on. Because this affects everybody. From the students in school,
right? The parents,
the parents to the homeless people on the street. So make certain that you guys are staying hydrated out there. We don't want anybody stroking out on us. We don't need anybody just going off the riff or losing their life just because they lacked water. And make certain that it is clean water. I do understand we have a water problem.
Facts. Where they can get their clean water, Benjamin? You got a brand?
Go down to Racine. Can't get it in Milwaukee.
Dang, that made me think about, this is a little off topic, but it made me, when you just said that just now, like, oh, go down to Racine, it made me think of how in New York, the train system connects all the different, like, boroughs.
Right.
The transportation is really, really good.
Central Station.
And I'm like, why don't we have better transportation? Like, all we got are buses, bro. And it just made me think that because, like, we went to the Yankee game on Friday, right? And there were people from all the different boroughs who got to go there. And you can literally get anywhere in New York just by taking the train. And it's not expensive. So even if you live in Staten Island, or even if you live in Queens, if you live in Harlem, you living in Brooklyn, you living in Bed-Stuy, you can get to where you need to go, which also opens up the opportunities and the doors for you to get a job anywhere, because a lot of people, they don't have transportation. If they don't have a car, they got to rely on the bus. And the buses here are slow. The buses here don't go everywhere. And I just think it would almost help the segregation as well, in my opinion, if we had better transportation. And I know we got the hop, but that hop don't go nowhere where it need to go.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, that trolley ain't helping.
That hop don't go nowhere where it's supposed to go. That hop is for the people who live and work downtown.
Yeah, it really should be some kind of train that connects, you know, the north side of Milwaukee to the downtown area of Milwaukee.
Man.
I feel like that's why I wanted, like you just said, transportation. That's one of the biggest reasons why a lot of people don't come down here and actually get a chance to experience a lot of the beauties that Milwaukee has.
Exactly, because not everybody has a car, and it's crazy because in New York you really don't need a car. Everywhere you go is through the train or just walking and all that other stuff.
I'd much rather walk, hit the train, or
you'll be more fit.
Or hit the poppy bus. I like the poppy buses out there.
A poppy bus?
Yeah, poppy bus.
What's a poppy bus?
Some Jamaican dude come pick you up.
Oh, I've never done that one.
Yep.
But anyway, that's just something that ran through my head yesterday when I was coming back from the airport. All right, next up on something juicy. I know y'all are waiting for me to talk about it. There are 2 astronauts currently stuck in space, y'all. Now, these 2 astronauts who have been stuck in space for 80 days, they were 80 days, bro.
80 days in
space? They were only supposed to have an 8-day trip. And now they are stuck in space. And the crazy part is they are not supposed to return to Earth until February 2025. Damn. So let's get into it, right? So Barry Butch E. Wilmore and Sonny Lynn Williams, who have been stuck in space over 80 days after embarking on what was supposed to be about an 8-day trip, they're going to have to wait until around February of 2025 or March of 2025, about 8 months after their initial departure. So on Saturday, NASA announced during a news conference that it would use Elon Musk's SpaceX Dragon. Have you heard of that? The SpaceX Dragon capsule? That's something you would know.
No, it just sounds like something that I'm not supposed to try. Okay.
They're going to try to bring the 2 astronauts who have been trapped in space for nearly 3 months back here. Now, apparently the agency does not have enough confidence in getting the duo home in their troubled Boeing Starliner capsule, which launched on June 5th and was due to come back on June 14th. Now, apparently, and I did a little bit more digging on this, like what was going on. So, in June, the crew tested the Boeing's new Starliner, and it suffered helium leaks and thruster failures before it docked, which is raising questions over how safe it is for the return flight, because apparently the leaks and the thruster failures and stuff like that might not be safe for them to come back down to Earth. And then there's another issue once they actually do send the Elon Musk SpaceX thing up there. So they currently have gear that is compatible with the Starliner and not the Dragon that is coming to rescue them. So they're gonna need new spacesuits.
Why don't I believe?
So how in the heck are they supposed to change their spacesuits, bro?
why does it just sound so unbelievable? Like, this sounds like something out of a movie, okay?
Bro,
I mean, it seems like
something always going on.
Year after year, America hits us with a new plot twist.
Right.
You know,
what is the distraction?
Right. Last year was the submarine. This year, 2 astronauts just in space.
Yes.
You know, just out there floating around.
Literally.
You know how upset I'd be? You know, it's just like, because I wanted to actually know if either one of these passengers were married, and they both are.
Yeah,
but
not to each other.
Yeah, not to each other either. They both have separate relationships. But I'll tell you this.
Uh-oh.
At the end of this 9 months, It's gonna be it's gonna be a baby born in space.
Oh.
Okay, they got a whole 9 months to wait to actually see just
Bro.
if they'll be able to come down. They're finna start love making eventually.
Bro, that would be legendary. Like,
Hey,
what
the first
if
baby
the
in
baby?
space.
Yes. Like,
first space
how
baby.
does that work? Like, how the baby just. Dang, that baby might come out crazy if something were that. Like, you having your baby in space, there's no gravity.
Well, you know,
It's probably not a lot of air.
I don't want to go down too far down the rabbit hole, but it's possible. It's possible. And then ultimately, like, come on now, Truth Nation. If we're being totally honest with ourselves right now, I personally have not seen a live stream video from these two yet. Okay,
I saw one.
You saw one?
That was
When?
early in the summer, though.
See, that's what I'm talking about, because
Since then, I have not.
if y'all don't know, this all happened June 5th, the day before my birthday. They went up there into space. All right, and it was only, like you said, just they was only supposed to be up there for 8 days. They've been up there for 80 days.
Bro.
They are losing oxygen each and every day. All right, if they don't fall in love together, one person's gonna kill the next person. Okay,
I don't
that's
know,
what's going to
man.
happen. What would you do for oxygen?
I mean,
if not that, if they don't have enough food, they're gonna eat each other.
I did read up on it though, and people were answering some questions right here where they said
What's up with that space food?
but they said, do they have enough supplies for another 6 months? So the question was, is there enough food, water, and oxygen? This news.sky.com, they did a article breaking down like if they're okay or not. And they said, yes, there are reserve supplies up there to keep astronauts going for plenty of time.
I don't believe it.
The space station has its own oxygen generating systems, and about 50% of oxygen exhaled from carbon dioxide is recovered.
I don't believe it.
Like, wait, listen to
Space
this
is-
though. Listen to this. As for water, the station has a urine into drinking water recycling system.
That's what I'm talking about right
and a
there.
part of that system also captures moisture released into the cabin air from the crew's breath and sweat. Woo!
I wonder what that water tastes like.
Bro, probably trash.
We over here talking about Milwaukee lead ladder.
They gotta pee in order to drink.
For real. I mean, they gotta recycle the pee first. They gotta recycle the pee. They gotta
Bro.
recycle their own sweat.
Bro.
They gotta recycle their own breath just to get some water. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. What happens in space stays in space.
I guess so. That's
All
a
right.
story that they definitely probably not going to be able to tell, because I know they up there about thinking of doing some crazy stuff to each other. I'm just tell you that right now.
I mean, it's either life or death. You know, that's what it comes down to. If you get stuck and stranded in space, man, I mean, only other people who can come help you out in the nick of time would be some aliens. You know, I would just say, man, make certain that y'all keeping your eyes glued to that window, okay? Because if I see anything coming towards my way, oh my God, I could only imagine.
I would never go to space like that. That's crazy. It's like air skydiving for me. No thanks.
I'll wait until it's like really, truly commercial. I'll do the commercial flights. Like, oh, we can really go to Mars now for real. Let the first 100,000 people go.
Yeah.
And then I'll partake.
Then now it's a different conversation.
Yeah, I'll buy my ticket then. But y'all got to be the crash test dummies first, because if y'all want to be like these two people.
All right. And lastly, here on Something Juicy, we are about to discuss Plies. Shout out to Plies. He's always on the internet getting people riled up with his comments. And right now he is going viral for slamming people who claim Kamala Harris need to explain what she's going to do for black people. And in this clip, he goes on to say that, listen, y'all always asking Kamala what she trying to do for black people, but y'all don't have that same concern and that same energy, with Trump. Like, y'all not asking him what he gonna do for black people, so why do y'all expect for Miss Kamala Harris to give y'all an explanation on what she wants to do specifically for black people? So pretty much he's saying y'all need to keep that same energy, because y'all just really just trying to find something wrong with Miss Harris, and y'all are not holding both parties or both candidates up to the same, what's the word I'm looking for? The same, come on, Ben, you know it's on the tip of my tongue.
It's on the tip of my tongue, too.
Y'all know what we saying. The same requirement. Let's just say requirements. That's not the word out. Standards. Boom. There we go. The same standards. And it's not fair. Thank you, Curly Q. Said standard. And actually, I'm going to give my thoughts about this on the other side. But I want to know, Truth Nation, this is where I want y'all to chime in, okay? Do you think that it is fair that we are asking Kamala Harris, what does she specifically want to do for black people? 833-212-1017. That is what I want to know. Does she have to explain herself to us?
Yep.
Does she have to tell us any specific policies that she wants to give just to black people in order to get your vote? 833-212-1017. I want to hear from y'all. It is something juicy, and we're going to keep the conversation going on the other side. Keep it locked.
Jammin' with Juice returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube.
Hey, Milwaukee, you've got too nice of a ride. Why put it through a gas station car wash when you could treat it to a nice Tsunami Express car wash? At Tsunami Express, expect nothing but the best with unlimited wash memberships and state-of-the-art car wash technology. Opening in Midtown on Fond du Lac Ave and Capitol Drive. Stop by and get a free car wash only at Tsunami Express in Midtown from August 21st through September 1st. Tsunami Express Car Wash. Wash, chill, repeat. Learn more at TsunamiExpress.com.
Attention, Milwaukee County. When it comes to stroke, every second counts. Remember to be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T.
B, balance. Are you having trouble with coordination or balance? E, eyes. Sudden blurred or double vision. Have you lost sight in one eye or both? F, face drooping. Is your smile lopsided or your face numb or drooping? A, arm weakness. Are you having difficulty reaching for things? Does your arm drift downward when placed in front of you? S, speech difficulty. Is it difficult to speak? Try saying, the sky is blue. Does that come out correctly? T, terrible headache. Are you having pain in your head? Experiencing more than one of these symptoms? Time to call 911.
Remember, recognizing these signs and acting fast can save a life. If you or someone you know experiences these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. This message is brought to you by the Milwaukee County Office of Emergency Management. Stay informed, stay safe.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. At 4 a.m, my phone rang. They said, I regret to inform you that your husband was wounded in action. Victor sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. I was doing school full-time, and I was also then caring for Victor. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself. I just didn't want to forget that I also had goals and that I also had a life. What I did is I challenged Victor to meet me halfway. There are almost 6 million military and veteran caregivers across the nation. We have our own journey, and we can fulfill that journey at the same time that we are helping our loved one.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey and better care for your loved one and yourself. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
More of Jammin' with Juice is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Like and subscribe to 1017 The Truth on YouTube so you don't miss a drop of juice on Jammin' with Juice.
Far from a pacifist, hate we had to get back to this. Retrograde with eclipse, only right I spin back in blackish. We rapping about us acting like actors now. Feed them a cup.
Behind every minority and woman-owned business is a dream, and sometimes growing that dream, it takes extra funding. The Associated Bank Community Uplift Loan Program is here to turn your business dreams into reality. Apply online and get up to $50,000 in as little as one business day. With competitive rates and more accessible credit score requirements, we're making it easier than ever to fuel your company's growth. Let us uplift your business with the support it deserves. Visit associatedbank.com/uplift to learn more. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC, equal housing lender. And make sure you guys are tapped into the Associated Bank Business Month Spotlight that we are doing today with 3 local businesses. I'm hosting that, talking to them about their success stories. It is tonight from 6 to 7. Make sure y'all tap in. There was some really great stories in there and some good advice that I think y'all should listen to. But right now we're doing something juicy, and we're talking about Plies because he's going viral currently because he called out black men and just people in general for constantly requesting that VP Kamala Harris explain herself to them about what she wants to do for black people. And I want to know, do y'all agree? Should she have to tell us what she wants to do specifically for black people? 833-212-1017. Right now, we're going to head to the lines and talk to Hanif. What is poppin', Juicy Jammer?
Hey, how's it going?
It's Juicy.
Yes, I want to make a statement on on that, on the question that you asked.
Of course.
As far as us, as a people. But when it comes to politics, we're the only people who don't operate under quid pro quo.
Okay.
You know, so that means favor for a favor, something for something. We're the only people who will throw a vote just to vote and not even know what we're voting for and who we're voting for. So we have to start getting more politically educated and understand that we vote for policies and not for people.
Right. So you're saying there are too many people who are pretty much just voting for her because she's black versus actually knowing what she's trying to do for America.
Well, the woman already told you she's a South Asian person, you know, and so once people don't want to distance themselves from us, you got to understand what their angle is. So regardless if your skin looks the same, there's still different prejudices that exist.
Right.
So when you understand that those people that look like you but don't have the same interests as you have and the same intentions, you can easily be swayed and tricked, because the only thing the Democratic Party been doing is just giving black people a good show and entertaining. There's nobody politically serious representing us.
Hanif, what would you want Kamala Harris or even Donald Trump to do for yourself, if not just yourself, the black people here in America? Because I agree with you. I think we're the only group that doesn't operate off a quid pro quo, right? Like you said, something for something. It's like we just go in there and we vote blindly because we see the DNC or we see the RNC and we become, fascinated by the things, the entertainment that they're providing.
Everybody just passed down the thing. Hey, my grandmama said vote Democrat down the center.
Mm-hmm.
My granddaddy said vote Democrat straight down. That's how we operate. So we just keep perpetuate, and then we've gotten nothing in return, but yet we'll still go out here and sacrifice our time and the vote just for the fact to say that we voted.
Right. Well, thank you so much, Hanif.
All right, thank you.
Yes, of course. Appreciate his comments. I'm going to run to the text line real quick. And if you would like to chime in or tap in on the YouTube chat, 833-212-1017. Obviously, the YouTube chat, you don't need the number. But I want to get into this text right here from Craig. Craig says, Noni, it's like that in America. We've been so conditioned by white America to have to be held to higher standards than our white counterparts that we as blacks have adopted that ideology. Thus, some blacks, be it men or women, are holding Kamala Harris to a higher standard than they are Trump. Brian goes on to say, why would she have to have specific policies for black? Trump doesn't have any policies for blacks. Presidents are figureheads. They don't make policy. Congress and Senate does that. Executive orders don't do much. Here's my thing about it. I completely think it's fine for people to want to know what her plan is for the country. Those are any valid question that you have about that, I think is very cool. It's very logical, because you might be someone like a Jammin here who isn't decided, and you have questions about your taxes, maybe, or like, I don't know what other questions that you might have. But no, I'm not talking about reparations.
I want to know. I'm a concerned voter.
Okay, well, I want you to ask that to Trump as well. I want you to.
I still want to know if Trump plans to erect the platinum plan. All right, that's another thing I want to know. That was from Ice Cube. So
that is awesome.
Mm-hmm. I got questions for both sides.
Yeah, you got questions for both sides, and I appreciate that from you. But I don't think, and I have said this before, whether it be Kamala or whether it be Trump, I don't think we should be asking these presidents what they specifically want to do for black people. That's just me. I don't think we need to do that, because I have said time and time again that the president's role is to help out everyone. And I'm not saying that I wouldn't appreciate there being some type of bill or law or something that protects black people, but I just think that we only ask that when it comes to the black candidates. Like, I don't think people asked Trump what he's going to do specifically for black
We
people.
definitely did. Especially from 2020. Come on now.
Well,
Come
how
on
did he
now.
win? How did he win?
Well, he didn't win 2020. He won 2016.
Well, you know what I'm saying. Like, how did he win before? Nobody was caring about that in 2016.
Well, he won by the Electoral College. The Electoral College wanted Donald Trump. He lost the popular vote.
Listen, he didn't win it.
He did win.
I mean, he won one and he didn't win another one, I guess is what I'm saying.
But
I don't think that the deciding factor was, hey, he is or isn't going to do stuff for black people. That's what my thing is.
I think the deciding factor is the Electoral College. All right, that's what I think.
Oh my
it is.
God!
I believe we go ahead, we vote, because I mean, if you even look back at we could go back to the year 2000. The year 2000, President Bush, he was elected president. He lost the popular vote, which is our vote, the people vote, but won the Electoral College. Same thing with Donald Trump. So sometimes I think the Electoral College wants who they want, and whoever we want doesn't matter as much.
That's perfectly fine and dandy, but I guess what I'm saying is there was no expectation for other presidents outside of Obama and now Harris running for people to ask the presidents what specifically are they going to do for black people.
We always ask these questions. Like, black people
I don't
black people
necessarily
have always wanted more from the government, because we definitely feel as if we are old, and I believe that we are old.
From the government for sure.
Yes, so when it comes down to whoever the president is, we still want to know. However, I feel like, again, sometimes we have a funny way about going about it. Like even what Hanif was saying, a lot of other places or demographics, they start different fundraisers. Once they start those fundraisers, like how Kamala Harris just got that 200 million, 250 million, whatever in her first few days, that came from a lot of fundraiser money where it was like, hey, you know what? We want to put our monies behind this person because they're going to do what they said they're going to do because we paid them to do it. We haven't put together a pool of money for the president, Kamala and or Donald Trump, to even give a damn about what we really want.
I personally don't think that we really be putting pressure on certain candidates, and that's just my thing.
Gotta put that money up.
We are about to wrap up the show with a bow on the other side, but the question is, should Kamala have to tell us what she wants to do for black people? Keep it locked, y'all. It's Jammin' with Juice.
More of Jammin' with Juice is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Like and subscribe to 1017 The Truth on YouTube so you don't miss a drop of juice on Jammin' with Juice. Coming with straight truth.
When you mix anything with white supremacy, it fails. I think feminism is great. I really do. I want women to be as feminist as they want to be and fight for their rights, because as a man, I literally lose nothing. That's the same mode of thinking where people believe if African Americans have total equality and fairness, that white people are going to lose something. No, they won't. Won't lose anything.
Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Milwaukee Black Talk.
When you work in early childhood education, you know the value of a good head start. And an early childhood educator apprenticeship offers just that to future educators and employers alike. Early childhood educator apprenticeships combine on-the-job training with related instruction that can be completed in 2 years with little to no student debt. Apprentices earn an income and the qualifications to excel in a center, opening a future of possibilities. And employer benefits too, gaining a trained employee they know and trust with qualifications to support another classroom, meaning more classrooms for more kids and more opportunity for your business. Get connected with an apprenticeship training representative to create an apprenticeship program tailored to your business. Put the future in good hands. Learn more about early childhood educator apprenticeships at wisconsinapprenticeship.org. This project is being supported in whole or in part by a grant awarded to the Department of Workforce Development by the U.S. Department of Labor.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as 1 business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you now 18 or older and need a driver's permit? Greater Milwaukee Urban League's free driver's permit classes can put you in the driver's seat. You'll learn the rules of the road from qualified instructors, moving you one step closer to successfully earning your driver's license permit. You may also qualify for free behind-the-wheel instruction. Classes are available June through September. You can attend virtually or in person. Visit tmul.org for more information.
This is Jammin' with Juice on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Shout out to the Juicy Jammers riding the wave.
Life is better with American Family Insurance because their home policies help protect your dreams and come with peace of mind. Save up to 25% by bundling home, auto, and life. American Family Insurance, get a quote from an agent at amfam.com. Products are not available in every state. Discounts may not apply to all coverages on an auto or home policy. Discounts do not apply to life insurance policies. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating companies. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin. What's up, y'all? We're about to wrap up the show with a bow. Talking about Miss Kamala Harris and Trump, honestly, just both candidates. And should we be asking them what they want to do specifically for black people? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think that it's necessary, but hey, who am I?
I think it's very necessary. I think if we're going to go and place so much importance on voting, we should definitely be asking what we're getting. And I don't care, you should get it asked both parties, but first put the funds up so you can ask those questions, so what you want to get done can get done. That's my biggest thing about it. Don't just go on there wishful thinking.
Just ask about policies, bro. Like, why are people asking about what specifically they gonna do for us, bro?
I mean, we saw the Asians get a bill.
Bro, that's not even the same, but okay.
It's really not, because ours is much more deeper.
I'm just saying. And what are you doing?
I'm showing off everybody my art. I'm telling y'all right now, I'm a real deal artist. I'm actually going to start painting. So you'll see a lot more of my art happening.
Sounds good. Appreciate everybody for tapping into something juicy today on Jammin' with Juice. Can't wait to do it all over again tomorrow. I'm your girl, Noni Juice. Always keeping it juicy. That has been Jammin'.
It's amazing.
Shout out DJ Brother Z. And sip on that. Tori Lowe shows up next.
Truth Nation, it is the effective communication coach Denise Thomas from Truth Be Told with DT and Telly. Look, y'all, I got to let you know that the best morning show on planet Earth is now streaming live on YouTube every weekday from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Yes, Truth Telling Hits with Telly and Truth Swiping are coming at you live and in color every weekday on YouTube. So go to YouTube right now to subscribe to 1017 The Truth and watch Telly and I do our thing and get your morning started off right. Milwaukee Black Talk is now streaming live on YouTube.
For love of the game.
There's nothing like being selected to the Olympic team.
And love of their country.
Championship of that level, gold medal, means more.
Tune into Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus Audio Network. Inside stories from Bucks stars on the agony and triumph of competing to win it all at the Olympics. It's Behind the Bucks, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, and streaming wherever you get your podcasts.
Truth Nation, let us talk our ish for a moment. There is no other station in the country where you get a front row seat to hear from some of the biggest names in politics, pop culture, and sports. People like Vice President Kamala Harris.
Talk with your listeners to remind them of their power and the importance of voting. And the folks in Milwaukee turned out for me and Joe Biden in 2020. You showed what was possible.